welcome to another video. So this is my Final Book Support Group reading vlog. So if you didn't know, Final Book Support Group is a support group hosted by Steph over at Steph Loves. And the idea is you make progress or finish off series. Easy as. This is the final iteration this year. So every other month Steph does like a mini read along. There's always a bingo board that goes alongside the read along with some prompts on it. I'm going to pop this round up here. Let's scoot to one side. Pop this round up here. This read along is lasting for a week from Monday through to Sunday. And yeah, there's a few books on my TBR for this. There's some I'm okay with, there's some I'm nervous with. Let's come back to the board in a minute. But I'm going to just run through my kind of potential TBR, or the books that I'm considering for this. So, first of all, the book that I'm very excited to get to, it'll pop up here, is Jingle Bell Mingle by Sierra Simone and Julia Murphy. This is book 3 in the Christmas Notch series. There are also 2 novellas in the series as well. I think this might be the final book in the series because the books have been sort of following this boy band of 3 boys and this is the last male character. So I think this could be a final book, but I actually don't know. I also want to read The Score by Elle Kennedy. This is book 3 out of 5 in a series. I have loved the Off-Campus series. I've read one in September, one in October, so may as well continue and read The Score in November. I've then got Stay in the Light by A.M. Shine. This is the sequel to The Watchers. I believe this is a duology. This book has only just come out, so it will take me up to date if it doesn't finish off the series. Yeah, I read The Watchers back in, I think, like August or something. I enjoyed it. This is a horror. I'm excited to get to it. Books get scarier as we go down the stack. Next I've got Foul Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong. This is the second in a duology, so again it will finish off a series. It is 500 pages. I've got a bookmark in there. It's the sequel to Foul Lady Fortune. I am really looking forward to reading it. I really enjoy Chloe Gong and Chloe Gong's writing, so I definitely want to read it. But it is quite big. Speaking of definitely want to read, but it is quite big, Empire of the Damned by J. Christoph. This one is over 600 pages. It looks so much bigger than that. This is the sequel to Empire of the Vampire. This is book 2 in a trilogy. It will take me up to date because book 3 isn't out yet. I think book 3 might be out next year or potentially early 26. I don't know. So I guess my only kind of question on Empire of the Damned is, do I want to read it now or do I want to wait until book 3 is out and read the whole series? I don't know. So those are the 5 books that I'm actually considering reading this week. I have no room on my desk here. But what I am going to do is, just for fun, instead of, basically I want to kind of just, I don't really know why I want to do this, but I do. I'm going to take up the bingo board and I'm going to use a random number generator to decide which prompt I'm going to go with. Again, why? Don't know. Thought it sounded like a fun idea at the time. So let's run through, let me scoot over again, pop the board up. The prompts we've got are, prompt number 1 will be longest series. That one makes me nervous. Prompt number 2, share TBR on socials, easy. Prompt number 3, previous TBR. Prompt number 4 will be self-care. Prompt number 5 in the middle will be final book. Prompt number 6, graphic novel, manga and novella. Prompt 7, continuation station. Prompt 8 is poll pick and prompt 9 is new release. So the only ones that make me nervous on there are longer series, which I can do, but I will be cheating, and graphic novel, manga, novella, because I don't have any of them, but we can make it work. So let's got up my random number generator here with 1 through to 9 on it. Let's generate 7. Okay, Prompt number 7 is continuation station. Okay, I like that one. I am gonna go, oh, hang on. I'm gonna come back to you with my thought in a minute. Sorry, camera died. Okay, so for continuation station, I think that Jingle Bell Mingle is the last in the series, and continuation station should be continuing a series, not necessarily finishing a series. So that leaves me with Empire of the Damned and The Score for my stack here. Because Empire of the Damned is scary, I'm going to be reading The Score by Elle Kennedy. I am very excited for this one. Like I said, this is book 3 in the Off-Campus series. This one follows Ali and Dean. The first chapter of this one was in The Mistake, at the end of The Mistake, so I've already read the first chapter. I was immediately intrigued. I like these characters. We have met them obviously already. I'm excited to continue their story, and yeah, this is going to be my first book of the Final Book Support Group. Hello, it's 10 o'clock now on Monday night. I'm going to go to bed, but I'm at the 100 page mark of The Score, and I'm actually having a chat on WhatsApp with my friends at the moment about this book because, shock to nobody, I'm obsessed. There was a scene that I literally read this out on WhatsApp to my friends. There's a scene where like Dean and his mate Bo, who's like the star quarterback of the football team, are having a chat, and Dean's like, oh, I'm just obsessing over this girl. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then Dean goes, mate, have you ever seen Twilight? Because you know how like Bella's blood was magical and Edward couldn't help having a boner for her because her blood was magical. And his mate was like, why are you talking about Twilight? What is this? And he's like, yeah, so I think it's just, you know, we're connected on a pheromone level. And his mate then goes, I don't think that's it. I think you've imprinted on her, I'm not going to say the word, beginning with P and another word for cat. It's a whole Jacob situation where you've imprinted and you can't get away from that. And it honestly, it made me laugh so much. I had to then like literally read that part out to my friends. It's like, this is ridiculous, but I am enjoying it so much. Yeah, 100 pages in, we haven't really had a sex scene. We've had, so it opens up with like a threesome, but they don't actually have sex. And our main characters have slept together, but we haven't seen that. So it's very smutty, but also I feel like it's quite well, I can't say it's anything other than very smutty, let's be totally honest. But I am enjoying it. I will be honest with you, as of this moment, I am not convinced that I like Dean very much. His whole personality really is just, I like sex. And that's it. Sorry about the weird face I just pulled then. And I get that that's his personality because he has created this persona for himself where all he does is have a lot of sex. But I would like to see a little bit more from him. This book is only 370 pages. So I'm about a third of the way in and I've not seen any of Dean's personality yet. And because it's a romance, we know where it's going to end. We know who the couple are going to be. So I really want to see how Dean is going to go from man who has sex with a different woman every single day to committed relationship, because we know that's what the progression's going to be. And so far I'm seeing infatuation, but I'm not seeing him wanting to actually spend time with Ali and, you know, consider a relationship with her. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at so far with The Score. I am having a fantastic time. Um, let's be totally honest, this is very likely going to be another situation like The Mistake, where I will sit down and read it tomorrow and I will finish the book. I read The Mistake in one sitting by accident. I didn't mean to. I started it at lunchtime on my lunch break, and then that evening I finished it and I was like, well, that's happened. But this is a fab book to start my final book support group with. Very excited to continue. So yeah, do I have anything else to say to you on the score? I don't think I do. Yeah, I'll either come back to, I'll try and check back in with you at about the 200 page mark, but if I don't, I don't. So I will talk to you when I talk to you next. Hello, Tuesday evening. It's about 9 o'clock now. So I'm at 200 page mark in the score. I am still really enjoying it. Obvs, it's L. Kennedy. I'm loving it. But I will say, at this point in both The Deal and in The Mistake, I couldn't stop reading. I loved the characters and I was just really invested in the relationships. I still don't particularly like Dean. I think I was saying this yesterday. I just don't feel like Dean has got like a fully rounded personality yet. Like we know he likes to have sex a lot, and that's still really it. Like I still don't, at this 200 page mark, I still don't see how we're going to get to relationship, because he's not given any indication that he wants anything more with Ali. And I also kind of, to be honest, did he kind of feel the same with Ali? Like, she's just got jealous because she thought Dean was making out with someone in a bar, and so she's got all dolled up and gone to the bar and they've just had a quickie in the alley. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine, I get that. But I also am just like, well, you've not had a conversation about this. She's got jealous. He was like, I know you've got jealous, but you still fancy me. And she's like, well, yeah, I do. And then they have sex. And neither of them have like addressed the kind of issue, which is the reason she was jealous was because Dean was being kissed by another girl. And so they haven't addressed the issue, which is the fact that she was jealous because Dean was kissing another girl. And, you know, he was saying that this other girl was coming on to him and was trying to kiss him, and he was like saying no. But still, I'm like, well, mate, say no a little bit more firmly. Like, push her away, be like, look, I'm not interested. Because it's kind of almost, I don't know, I sort of just feel like, well, if I still can't see how we're going to get to a relationship without him just going, well, I don't want you to be with anybody else, so I'm just going to stay with you then. You know, without him kind of like having a relationship as a kind of settling for a relationship with her because he likes her rather than because he wants to be with her. I don't know. I don't think that really makes sense. But yeah, I'm still not yet invested in them as a couple. As of right now, I don't think Dean is the right person for Ali. You know, yes, he's good in bed, but he's not going to kind of help her. Neither of them have shown any depth, really. So yeah, so far, not my favourite off campus, but I am still really. Hello, it's still Tuesday night. It's 10 o'clock. I'm at the 300 page mark of the score. Yeah, so we've got to the relationship stage. And I still maintain that, like, while I like the characters, they're not my favourite couple. You know, we've got to the relationship stage. Yes, Dean has become a slightly more three-dimensional character, but I do still feel like I don't know. There's just something missing with their chemistry, like sexual chemistry off the charts, absolutely. But just something between the two of them isn't quite hitting for me. So, I mean, yeah, same thoughts as before. I'm having a fantastic time, great time. But just in terms of the relationships that we've seen so far in Off Campus, not my favourite. But that is that. I am actually going to go to bed now because it's 10 o'clock. If I continue reading, I will finish the book, which is not going to be a bad thing. But then I will end up being really tired tomorrow. So I'm going to go to bed now. But yeah, I'm going to probably finish. Well, I've got 2 books on the go at the moment. I expect I'll finish them both tomorrow, and I will update you with when I finish the score and with my next pick. Hello. Okay, I'll pop you down. I've just finished reading the score, which was really good. Again, I think not quite as good as The Deal and The Mistake. I think The Mistake has been my favourite so far. Then The Deal, then the score, but still really, really good. Had a great time. Onto the red shelf. So that means we need to pick another book for Final Book Support Group. I did realise that I actually need to read Last Violent Call before I read Foul Heart Huntsman. So that one is on the list as well. But let's just do, again, like we did before, random number generator, 1 to 9, what's that, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continuation station. Again, that's what I had last time. I am actually going to regenerate that. I'm going to do that again just because I had continuation station last time. 2. Share TBR on socials. Okay, that's easy. I'll do that now. Let's get a book. 6. Graphic novel, manga, or novella. There, okay. That's probably the one that I didn't really want. So I have got, I guess I've got 2 options for that. First thing, I am currently, I say currently, I would like to reread Law Olympus Volume 1. I read Volume 1 whenever ago, and I haven't continued the series yet, so I would like to reread, oh Bella, I'd like to reread Law Olympus Volume 1 and then continue on with the series. So I could read that one, or, and the one I probably should go with, Bella, sneezing over there. Last Violent Call is 2 novellas. So the first story is 120 pages and the second one is like 100 pages. Yeah, just less than 100 pages. So this would count then as a novella, I guess. Well, that's what I'm going to read. Yeah, I'm going to go with Last Violent Call because I hadn't actually realised that I needed to read this one like now before Foul Heart's Huntsman. I thought it could be read at any point, but apparently this is like a 3.5 with Foul Heart Huntsman being number 4 and Foul Lady Fortune being number 3. I don't know why I said it that way around. So yeah, I will read Last Violent Call. Hopefully I can get through that one quite quickly and come back and do another pick. But yeah, book 2, Last Violent Call. Hello. I have finished book 1 in Last Violent Call. I forgot what the book was called now. So I'm sort of just over the halfway point because the first book's 120 pages. The second book is just under 100, I think. Okay, so my thoughts are, I really like the world and the storytelling in the These Violent Delights world. I really like Chloe Gong's writing. However, maybe it's because it's been quite a while since I read These Violent Delights, but Romeo and Juliet are kind of irritating. I'm obviously going to read the next one and like finish the book, because I think you need to read these two before reading Foul Heart Huntsman, because I think, which actually makes sense because of the way that the things that happened in Foul Lady Fortune, we needed to know that before reading this one, and I think that what's going to happen in this one is going to be key to the plot of Foul Heart Huntsman. So I'm glad that I realised... Stop it. Bella? Bella, stop it. Such a pain in the bum. So I am glad I realised, and I did pick this one here up before, instead of Foul Heart Huntsman. But yeah, I'll be honest, I did fall asleep halfway through reading book one. So I'm, yeah, not obsessed. However, that's fine. I will hopefully enjoy the next one a little bit more. And if not, it's only short and I can, yeah, finish it and move on to another pick for Final Book Support Group. I am excited to have another pick for Final Book Support Group. I still really, really want to get to a Jingle Bell Mingle. So I'm hoping that whatever comes up next, I can kind of shoehorn a Jingle Bell Mingle into. But that's my update. I will update you some more when I've read some more. Hello. Okay, it is the weekend. We are nearly at the end of Final Book Support Group for the final one of 2024. I'm going to do my third pick. So random number generator, 1 to 9. 3. Checks notes. 3 is a book that was on a previous TBR. Right. Oh. Right. So I'm going to level with you. I have two options for this. I could read Foul Heart Huntsman, that has been on a previous TBR, but I don't want to. I could read Stay in the Light, that's also been on a previous TBR, but I don't want to read that either. I'm going to read Jingle Bell Mingle, which has not been on a previous TBR, but I want to read it anyway. So, fuck it, it's finishing off a series. That's the whole point of this, like, read along. So I'm going to be reading Jingle Bell Mingle on my Kindle. I am so excited. Last week I told my friend Shah, who I work with, about the Merry Little Meet Cute and how it's like my favourite Christmas series. And she was like, I've heard of it, but I've never heard anyone rave about it as much as you just did. Anyway, she then listened to it in her car, messaged me going, oh my God, I'm obsessed. The next day I was like, I finished the book and I'm so excited. The next book is about the characters the next book's about. And I was like, I know. So I kind of need to have read Jingle Bell Mingle because, let's be totally honest, Shah read book 1 on Wednesday. No, she read book 1 on Thursday. She started book 2 on Friday. She's going to have finished the series by Monday. So I also need to have, I can't suggest a series to someone and then not read the final book. That all makes sense in my head. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Jingle Bell Mingle and I will come back to you when I have read something. Hello, I have just finished reading Last Violent Call. Okay, so I like this book. It was cute, it was fine. I had a good time with it. I look very short. It's because I haven't actually moved my camera from when I was filming earlier and stood up. I could hover up here. I could move my camera. I could do all of these things. I'm not going to. Anyway, yeah, Last Violent Call. I liked it. The stories were cute. I preferred the Benedict and Montague? No. Marshall. Preferred the Benedict and Marshall story. Yeah. Again, I feel like I say this whenever I read a novella, and this is a bind up of 2 novellas or 2 short stories. I am not really a novella or short story girly. You know, I just don't enjoy short stories. And I feel like this is a setup for Foul Heart Huntsman. Grand, excellent. I'm looking forward to Foul Heart Huntsman, but also these stories are fine. Like, I have not very much to say. So I'm gonna go down there. And yeah, I read it. Probably going to be about a 3-star. Not because it's bad, nothing wrong with them. Good book, enjoyed it. Just, I'm not really a novella kind of girly. But it's Saturday night at the moment, by the way. I am about to go to bed. It's like 11 p.m. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's the final day of Final Book Support Group. And I will be reading Jingle Bell Mingle. I'm going to see... I feel like it's not unrealistic for me to say that I'm going to try and binge it in a day. It's very possible. I am obsessed with that series. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed, so I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, apologies for the awful lighting. I am, as you can probably tell, in bed. But I've just finished a Jingle Bell Mingle. It is Sunday night. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 11 o'clock, I think. But I've just finished and I loved it. I loved it so much. It is so, so good. I've got Bella here with me. Bella? She's not wanting to snuggle right now. Yeah, I mean, I've I've just read that whole book in a day. No regrets. I love it. It made me cry multiple times. I thought it was beautifully heartwarming, incredibly smutty. So, like, if you're not a fan of, 5 chili spice level, it's probably not a series for you. But I loved both of the characters. I really enjoyed getting to know them both some more. I loved there's some fantastic descriptions and conversations around grief, and how people cope with grief. And also I loved the rep from Sunny of ADHD and being a fat woman. I just think that it was done in a really good way. Excuse me. Bella's jumping on my camera thing now. Yeah, I loved it. It made me actually laugh out loud multiple times. It made me kick up my heels in glee. It made me cry actual tears. Which honestly, if those things don't give you 5-star vibes, I don't really know what would give you 5-star vibes. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. It's another 5-star. Bella, you're not jumping up there. So yeah, brilliant. And I'm really, really happy that I have read that one. I am so sad that it's going to be the final book in the Christmas Notch series. I would love Sierra and Julia to write more books. Please do. Because I just think the Christmas Notch series was just so fantastic. Yeah, I wonder if they might do a Halloween themed series, because there was like, Sunny kind of alluded to a Halloween movie, or like an idea for like a Halloween romance movie. So I'm like, do you want to make a Halloween romance series? I'll be honest, I am completely grasping there, but it could happen. But yeah, I just thought it was so fantastic. So, so good. I loved it so much. But that is also Final Book Support Group done. So I have read 3 books, which I think is pretty good. I made progress in Off Campus. I made progress in Foul Heart Huntsman, Foul Lady Fortune. So I do still have to read Foul Heart Huntsman, but I have at least made progress in the series. And I have finished Christmas Notch. I think there is a good chance that I might end up rereading the Christmas Notch series. Maybe every Christmas I might reread them again this year. That's possibly a little bit over the top. We will see. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. 5 stars. I loved it. Cannot recommend those books highly enough, as long as you are somebody who likes a lot of smut in your books. Bella, she's decided that my feet needed to die. Hello? What you doing? What you doing? Well, what are you doing, you silly, silly girl? Oh, she's just too cute. She's just too cute. She does sometimes do this and actually get through the duvet and attack me. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I got very, very distracted there by Bella being just adorable and attacking my feet. But I am going to be wrapping this vlog up. So thank you so much for making it this far. I'm sorry that this update has been incredibly chaotic. If you like this video, please like, subscribe if you would like to. Let me know if you take part in things like Final Book Support Group. How are you doing with series? Have you read the Christmas Notch series? Basically, spill all the tea, tell me all of the goss. If you want to just leave me an emoji to let me know you're here, either leave me just any kind of love heart for the romances that I've read this week, or leave me a cat emoji because Bella's being adorable. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.